Donald Trump's response to the scandal that happened, of course, this past weekend at Madison Square Garden, where comedian Tony Hinchcliffe said that Puerto Rico was a floating island of garbage. His response to it has actually somehow made things worse, if you can believe it. Which, of course, that is the most believable thing ever, because Donald Trump is an idiot. Donald Trump has done multiple interviews this week since that event happened, where he was given the opportunity to denounce those comments. And every time he was given the opportunity to denounce Hinchcliffe's comments about Puerto Rico being a floating island of garbage, he didn't. Instead, his typical response was, like he gave to ABC News, "I don't know him. Someone put him up there. I don't know who he is." So, I don't know this guy. Great! Then you should have no problem saying that you disagree with his comments or that his comments were bad and wrong. However, you didn't do that. In fact, in that very same interview with ABC, which was not the only place you said, "Oh, I don't know that guy, who is he?" you also said that what happened at Madison Square Garden was a love fest. That's how you described it in that interview to ABC. It was a love fest. The only love coming from that audience that day was love for you, and then hatred of everybody else, all of the others. Because Puerto Ricans were not the only ones attacked. Latinos were attacked, actually by Tony Hinchcliffe. African Americans were attacked. Immigrants of all nationalities were attacked by Stephen Miller. America is for Americans only, he said. Kamala Harris's ethnicity was attacked by Tucker Carlson. Said that she was Malaysian, and I forget the other one he called her, Samoan. Yeah, so you went after African Americans, you went after Puerto Ricans, you went after Latinos, you went after all immigrants. That was not love. But see, this is what's so important about this. That is how Donald Trump sees it, right? He doesn't care about the joke. He doesn't even know the guy. You knew him. I mean, let's be honest. Joe Rogan already called you out for that. He's the one who suggested him to you. So you can't deny knowing him. Joe Rogan told you about him and you followed Joe Rogan's advice like so many morons across the country. But this was not a love fest. But to Trump it was. Because that's all that mattered. It didn't matter what anybody up on that stage had to say about anything not involving Donald Trump. But if they were talking about Trump, he was paying attention. He was listening. He was making sure that it was a love fest. And that's all he took away from it. Because that is the only thing that he cares about. And that is what we have to get through the heads of American voters in these last few days here. Trump cares about Trump. Trump cares about money, but he only cares about Trump's money. So we'll just reclassify that as Trump cares about Trump. That is it. There is nothing that this man did in 4 years in the White House that we should want to go back to. Nothing. And I don't understand why millions of people in this country don't understand that. He didn't help you. He helped himself. Even that tax cut package for the millionaires and billionaires. He only did it because it benefits him. He doesn't care about the other millionaires and billionaires. He wants to be richer than them. He did it because it benefits him. Our trade policies, he did it because it benefits him. Our foreign policy, he did it because it benefits him. Do you see the pattern emerging? He can only see things through the lens of how does this impact me personally. That's why he did things the way he did when he was president, and that's why he classifies what happened at Madison Square Garden as a love fest. Because when people aren't talking about him, when they're making jokes about other ethnicities, it goes in one ear, out the other. But when they mention his name, he perks up, right? Like a dog when you say the word treat. Then he pays attention. So to him, it was a love fest because the only thing he hears is how much those speakers love him. He wasn't paying attention to how much the rest of those speakers hate everybody else. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.